Plane crash on this island, now we messed up. I be running from the beast but he can't catch up. You be hating on Piggy because he's next up. Y'all be scared of the beast, yeah, this only made up.
The beast ain't real, but we know that it is noticed. You know the signal fire, that should be our focus. Lack of civilization on this island bogus. Yeah, you know my bro Piggy forever goated.
Yo, Piggy, nerd with his glasses, he always geeking. But you know, Piggy's still a G, y'all always sleeping. Ralph has got the conch, but Jack is greedy. Tropical island opposite of freezing. Ralph, Simon working on huts while you was hunting, yeah, the little lunch scared from the beast, yeah, they be running. Piggy smart, you already know that he is cunning, yeah. We need someone to find us on this island, this ain't funny, yeah.
Jack was chillin', steady plotting, spear throwing. Plane crash landed in the ocean, now it is floating. Our Ralph wants illusions to eat, stomach's feeling bloated. We will get off this island, yeah, you know it.
Plane crash on this island, now we messed up. Jack and the hunters trying to kill pigs but can't catch one. You was hating on Piggy because he's next up. Y'all be scared of the beast, yeah, this only made up.
The beast ain't real, but we know that it is noticed. You know the signal fire, that should be our focus. Lack of civilization on this island bogus. Yeah, you know my bro Piggy forever goated.
William Golden wrote two themes waiting. Savagery versus civilization. Civilization getting worse is fading. I swear these little uns, they always playin'.
Scared of the beast, Starfield goo. Saw the beast and then we flew. Wish I had a revenue, but this island get the best of you. Jack is always testing me, he peeled a pig and made some stew. Fear will lead to savagery, and savagery gonna get us screwed.
You know, I said you know, yeah. We need a leader to control us though, yeah. You know Piggy, he with the crew, yeah. Golden thought these themes through and through, yeah. Plane crash on this island, now we messed up. I be running from the beast but he can't catch up. You be hating on Piggy because he's next up. Y'all be scared of the beast, yeah, this only made up.
The beast ain't real, but we know that it is noticed. You know the signal fire, that should be our focus. Lack of civilization on this island bogus. Yeah, you know my bro Piggy forever goated.
William Golden wrote two themes waiting. Savagery versus civilization. So the two dominant themes in this book is savagery and civilization. Civilization getting worse is fading. The children, they let their fear control them, so they start to deteriorate into savages. That's where these little ones, they always play in. Ralph tries to set up a system of order, but they're all kids, so nobody like focuses and gets anything done. They're always playing.
Yeah, Piggy, nerd with his glasses, he always geeking. That line's pretty much just like, Piggy's a nerd because he has the glasses. Self-explanatory. But, you know, Piggy's still a G, y'all always sleeping. Just because he's a nerd doesn't mean he's not a G. Just like Yash.
That's right.
Ralph has got the conch, but Jack is greedy. So the conch pretty much signifies like who has the power. And Ralph is voted to have it, but you can tell right off the bat at the beginning of the story that Jack is kind of greedy and also wants the conch. Tropical island opposite of freezing, that's just, they're on a tropical island, it's warm and stuff. Ralph, Simon working on huts while you was hunting, yeah. That's just, so Jack is kind of a diss at Jack, because Ralph and Simon were working on huts for like everybody to live in, while Jack was like hunting pigs, but he wasn't actually like killing anything. He's kind of just wasting time, while Ralph and Simon were actually trying to make civilization work. So that's just like a diss at Jack. And then, yeah, the little lungs scared from the beast, yeah, they be running. So the beast that's on the island, that it's especially scares the kids. They're like extra nervous and they're always scared of it. Piggy's smart, you already know that he is cunning. Piggy's like the intellectual on the island, like he knows, he's always trying to figure out like what to do next and stuff. He's definitely the smartest one. And then we need someone to find us on this island, this ain't funny. at the beginning, they think like when they're on the island, they're like, this might be fun, we can definitely get out, like this will be super fun, just a bunch of boys, no supervision. But then by the end of the story, they don't think it's funny anymore and they want to get off the island.
Plane crash on this island, now we messed up. I be running from the beast, but he can catch up. You was hating on Piggy because he's next up. Y'all be scared of the beast, yeah, it's only made up. Basically, plane crash, it's just about a plane that crashed on an island. And it has all of the boys who are stuck on the island, which is like Ralph, Piggy, Jack. I be running from the beast, but he can't catch up. There's a supposed beast on the island, and it's kind of like an amalgamation of like their fear, and it's basically causing them to become like super scared, and like they don't know like how to react to it. He was hating on Piggy because he's next up. Piggy's just like the smartest, and like he's like easy to pick on, so everybody picks on him, and that's kind of it. Y'all be scared of the beast, yet it's only made up. So like I said, like the beast is kind of just like their fear. Like it's obviously something on the island, but it's not really a beast. You have to read the book to find that out. Yeah.
The beast ain't real, but we know that it is noticed. You know the signal fire, that should be our focus. Like a civilization on this island bogus. Yeah, you know my bro Piggy forever goated. So basically the boys on the island believe there's a beast on the island with them, which they're afraid of. And Ralph believes that their main focus should be the signal fire, so they can be rescued from the island. And their lack of civilization means there's no order, there's no ruling of the boys on the island, and without civilization they can't really have a proper order. And Piggy, well, he's just a goat.
So the two themes of our project that we're focusing on from Lord of the Flies are savagery and civilization. Civilization, William Golding kind of represents it through the character of Ralph. He's kind of the responsible one on the island, and he's, well, not responsible, I say he's a leader, and he's trying to lead everybody to create a signal fire and be able to find people to rescue them through it. But there's also other troublesome people on the island that he has to control. And because there's no parents on the island, they need civilization, they need control in order to stay alive and just keep themselves actually working on the island. So the second theme is savagery. The boys become savage, and Jack is kind of like the leader of this. There's a beast on the island that they're afraid of, and they don't know how to react to it. So they start becoming savage, and they don't know how to react, and they don't like the way that Ralph is controlling the island with his civilization. So they resort to savagery, and it's kind of just destroying the way that they actually like work together on the island. They end up doing things that they regret because of their savagery. So basically, damn it.